Boom! Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to explore the BigEyes presale. Is it worth looking at, or are there just too many red flags? If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe and get yourself into the Discord down below where all the magic happens, all the presales, and all the trading, technical analysis and news and much more. We've got a lot of helpful people in there. You can find the Discord down below in the comments and description box. So first things first, when I look at BigEyes, I think cute, I think innocent, it's captivating. And it's very engaging. You know, you're on the website, everything looks all fluffy and cute and colourful, and you don't really want to leave. And it reflects innocence. You know, it really does reflect innocence. But the one thing I do not like about BigEyes, it's the anonymous side of it. We don't know who the team is. And I suppose you could say, you know, Cardano didn't really reveal their team at all, but in the end they actually did. They did reveal many team members. But BigEyes, you know, in my opinion, it's fully anonymous, and this could just be a bunch of like young tech head kids sitting in a boiler room, you know, raising all this money, pushing this project, and they have 100% ownership over all the tokens, by the way, at least I believe. And they could literally press that big red button on you at any moment, or pull that rug at any moment and fly off to some tropical island never to be found ever again. Of course, that's just speculation, and I don't want to say this is a scam, but that is just something that I am thinking is a bit of a concern. I do think it's a really nice ecosystem. They've got a good roadmap, which is quite, you know, long term. They're really focusing on growth, and they have some targets in terms of like quantity. They want to hit X amount of holders, X amount of Telegram members. They've got all these different things that they want to do, and they're hungry for a change. 5% will go to charity, which is of course quite nice to see. Uniswap launch, pretty basic deployment there. I'm not seeing any news on centralized exchanges. I don't know if that's just because I have not done enough research yet, but in my opinion, for a coin that's already raised 11 million, we'd want to be seeing a lot more traction. And another weird thing for me is they've raised so much money, however they've got no NFT or influencers on board yet. Not that I've seen. Maybe they've booked some influencers on the YouTube side of things, but I've not seen any major partnerships yet. And that's another slightly strange thing in my opinion. You'd expect if they've got cash reserves and already got money flowing in, that they'd be able to at least allocate some marketing budget to do some big things. So they've raised $11 million, which is interesting to understand and know. The hard cap is something like 51 million. We can see so far 11.8 million raised. The next stage will sell out at $13.2 million, and they're sitting at stage 7 at the moment. So it's interesting to see they've got lots of stages here. It really does remind me of Tamadoge at the beginning of time. I don't know if this will replicate what happened with Tamadoge. It could possibly do really well, but it's actually very difficult to say. And of course, you know, we don't know what the future entails. We don't know what the crypto markets will look like in a few months' time when this does finally hit $51 million. They are taking to your information as well, so if you want to contact them, you can actually use that contact form. But yeah, in my opinion, I'm probably going to steer clear of this one. I understand that community tokens are basically meme coins. Meme coins are driven by community, but I don't really see what this one offers in terms of an ecosystem. What will make BigEyes truly different? BigEyes was sick of being cute, seen as a meek and weak, just because he was a cat with big eyes. Then he realized that cute is $1 billion industry, so he hatched a plan to cash in and save the fish of the oceans. After all, a cat's got to eat. So it's all about hyper growth. I think they've got a 200 billion supply, which I'm not too keen on either. It does mean there's going to be a lot of volatility and the price will have a few zeros in it. So I don't like that about it either. But tokenomically, it doesn't actually look too bad in terms of the distribution. Liquidity lock, initial liquidity pool locked for 2 years. Is that guaranteed? I don't know. Anything can happen during a pre-sale. It's like a focus group of a business. They can still change anything right now. If they want to change anything now, they can change all the rules if they wanted to. 5% of the total supply to go to ocean sanctuaries. That's pretty nice, to be honest. And then you've got some other things here. 80% of coins available to the community on day 1. So that's a lot of community coins right there. That's a lot on public sale. It does look really cool though. I do like the website. I can't knock the website. I do think it looks very pretty indeed. What else do we have here? No tax, which is pretty good. This, I don't like the team. What is this? They could be anybody, guys. I'd love to know who they actually are. It's impossible to find out, but this is what I mean. You want to know who you're working with. You want to know their background, professional background. You want to learn and know exactly where your money is going, because it's going into the pockets of someone you don't even know. You're just literally hoping on a white paper that looks pretty and colourful and pink. 0.2 values. Okay, so they're talking about values here. You've got ecosystem, Qtomics. Plan of action, stage 1. This is a roadmap. Have we seen any of this? We've not got any time frames. Is this thing even going to launch? And when will it launch is the question. So yeah, that's interesting. They've got a risks page here. Risk of uninsured losses, internet transmission risk, risk of price fluctuation, limited risk associated with money laundering. The participant acknowledges and accepts the inherent risks connected with big tokens, including, but not limited to, risk associated with money laundering, fraud, exploitation for criminal purposes, and any other unanticipated dangers. So I don't really know what that's saying, but what we do know is they have full ownership. And when we look here at the audit on Solidity Finance Smart Contract Audit Report, we can see here on centralization of control, the team can add any addresses to transfer the blacklist at any time. Warning sign there. Can you even pass it if there's a warning? I had no idea. The team currently owns 100% of the supply, which is probably not the greatest thing, but maybe that's just what happens of all crypto. I'm not really sure. I have to scratch my head on that one. But yeah, nonetheless, there's not too many weird looking things. I do think it's okay, but I think there's many better pre-sales out there. You can use the pre-sales down in my description box and comment section down below as an example. You can also find a bunch of interesting pre-sales in the pre-sale section of the Discord channel that I also have linked down below for you. So do have a little look because it's really interesting. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 live. There will be a new pre-sale drop soon, guys, but I don't want to talk about that yet. We will save it. The VIP investors do know about that. If you want to become a VIP, by the way, you can check out my Patreon where you're going to get exclusive early access to all pre-sales and white listings in the future. So if you are a 10x hunter, this Discord is the place to grow. Grow slow and steady. We're not looking to get rich tomorrow. Remember that. KYC audit submitted on 22 August 2022. So it's been in pre-sale for a long time, this thing. August. I don't know if that's when it started, but you know, looking back at August, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 months. So $11 million in 4 months. We've seen many pre-sales that we've been looking at on this channel raise equal amounts of money in much less time. So it could reflect that there's not that much traction here for BigEyes. There's also an article on b2c.com or business2community.com written by Matt Williams. BigEyes pre-sale scam linked to Firepin, Seesaw, BoostX, rug pools. So we can see, is BigEyes coin a scam? Users in the BigEyes Telegram channel recently posted warnings that there were sent email marketing by the BigEyes token team to burner email addresses they had only previously used to register an interest in Firepin token. Those warnings were deleted later by BigEyes team admins and moderators. Influencer Car Talks Crypto also posted the above video on September 4 asking if BigEyes token is a scam and attempting to capitalize on the success of recent crypto sales. All of the aforementioned scam crypto projects did not have a public docs team that appeared on video, which also applies to the BigEyes pre-sale. The BigEyes project is attempting to raise a hard cap of $51 million. So there it is, ladies and gents. What do you think of BigEyes pre-sale? I'm not really feeling the hype for this one, to be honest, and in my opinion, it's way too late to be getting in. Stage 7. I don't know what the pre-sale increments are, but you know what happens when you buy in at stage 1 and you go to like stage 20. There could easily be 20 stages at this rate. Well, the first investors are going to immediately dump on all of the investors that got in at the end. So that's another thing to consider. So yeah, it is irresistibly cute. I'm not going to lie, this website is really captivating and it screams innocence, but it does not mean there is not malicious intent behind the scenes, behind this cute front end. There could be some villainous, voracious, back-end developers that might want to take a bit more than they should. Anyway, this is just speculation. I'm not saying it's a scam. I'm just saying please be careful, guys, because we've highlighted scams before and I do not want anyone losing money, especially in the crypto space, because it's very easy to be roped into something. Please do check out my recent videos on some of the pre-sales, such as IMPT token. It's almost trying to recover now back to levels where it should. It's losing momentum at the moment, but we did see a lot of selling pressure, so it's quite normal. Check out all the other pre-sales in the links and comment section down below as well. There's 4 live ones there. Very bullish on Dash to Trade. It's going to launch soon. Calvaria as well, and there's a few others. In my opinion, they're doing much better. So that's a wrap. BigEyes. So no from me, but maybe other people will like what they see. Bye.